excited to bring back the art show here at Greenburgh Town Hall. Before the pandemic, we used to have a show here, but thanks to Dr. Macaluso and Mr. Smith and all the principals, we were able to do it again. And what's exciting about it is that the variety here with all the different levels is just extraordinary. And our colleagues, these are the art teachers here at the Woodlands Middle High School, GCSD, Jackson, everyone. I just want to say, if everyone wanted to just...
Sure. My name's Mary Dove. I'm the art teacher at Richard J. Bailey, and it has been such a joy to put this together and work with the art team and our students. Our students are beaming. They're so happy and proud to be here to celebrate their work, to congratulate each other, and it's just such a wonderful event because what we do is so important, and to help them feel celebrated and value the arts is so special. So we really thank everyone with the administration who's helped support us, and we're so happy to be here.
Hi, Jacqueline Newby from Woodlands Middle High, middle school and high school art teacher. All the students are excited to gather, bring their magic, their excitement, their ideas, their fears, everything, all the emotions put into their art and sharing it with their community. So we're really excited for you guys to get a sneak peek.
Hi, Jessica Schiaffoletti, art teacher at Woodlands Middle High School, and this is such a great event for parents and students to come out and share in all the wonderful work that the students have been doing all year.
Hi, I'm Dawn Weiss. I'm the art teacher at Lee F. Jackson and at Highview. I teach K-3, and it is so nice to be back. I've been teaching in this district for 30 years. It's been wonderful having this partnership with the Greenburgh Town Hall, working with Sarah Bracy White, and having all the parents come out to support us and the children. I think we have about 300 or more today, and I'm just so pleased. And please make sure you stop by to see the peace tree and our collage that we submitted online, that we were recognized by New York State Education Department for the Dr. Martin Luther King exhibit. And it's called the Peace Tree and the Martin Luther King collage. Thank you.
My art piece, it's a flower and it has the air around it.
Oh. How did you enjoy making that, creating that? This is an incredible tree. How did you enjoy creating that?
I used orange and yellow and blue and a little bit of brown on the bottom.
This inspired me because I wanted to show how my rights can be shown in a simple movement, and the swirls represent what's in my mind and the confusion I get around the world. The eyes represent as the evil eye to protect any evilness and make sure that I can succeed without any troubles.
It's called a Starry Night collage.
And tell me the inspiration behind it. What made you do that?
So we did this thing in art where we were making a Starry Night collage in my art class. That's when I did it.
And are these buildings?
Yeah, these are buildings.
I did it for a project for Hands Across Humanity. It's basically like, sure they're all connected, and I decided to do 2 hands and a heart to show that for everyone. And I did like a henna drawing, which is like an Indian thing, to show like the culture.
So I drew this swan because I love swans and I love like the swampy area. And I drew this with pencil and markers to represent like the swamp with a swan in it.
Very beautiful.
Hello, this is my art piece. There's not much to it. I just use pencils and that's all. But what inspired me was to do this was my girlfriend actually. I was asking her what to draw, and she gave me one of her old drawings. And I wanted to do it in my own style, so I did, and this is what I came up with.
I just saw a lamp, and I thought that I should illustrate the shadows and the contrast. I'm glad it came out well.
It's about a flowers in a pot and there's rain falling down. And the butterflies are pollinating the
They're pollinating the flowers.
Yeah.
Oh.
And can you see the sun is in the sky?
I can see the sun is in the sky.
Yeah.
Does the sun help them grow too?
Yeah.
Ah, there you go.
So this is an inspiration of me at my Taekwondo tournament, and one time I won first place. So this is me winning first place at my tournament.
So our assignment was to make identity masks, and I like more horror aspects of like movies, genres, stuff like that. So I decided to make a like demon type mask. So it's a skull and half a blank face. So it's a hand crawling over onto the blank side, and then there's like worms crawling out of the eyes. So basically, just very horror aspect.
So the inspiration behind my drawing is the dinosaur's death and how they went extinct. And we have a close-up of a mushroom with an asteroid in the background, and that asteroid is what's going to kill the dinosaurs.
At Highview, me and Jackson, we helped the little kids to create these totem poles. And
So tell me a little bit about the process.
process, well, we helped them design these. They used their own imagination and created these totem poles.
What's the material?
Material, it was made out of clay, and then they glazed them.
And the whole idea was that each of them made one piece to show their individuality, and then we put them together to show the community and how we're all together. And the high school students came down, gave up their time to come and work with all of these kids. And I think what the bond between them and what happened was really significant. And the kids were just wonderful, both the high school and the little. So we had the oldest and the youngest working together as a community.
We helped them like roll up the clay pieces and help them attach them on and taught them how to score and paint them. So it was really nice to help the little kids paint and then to see it on display. So.
We help the kids make the faces and help them paint on words muds, totem poles, and yeah.
And one of the things when you put together an art show like this is the support that we've received from everyone. And I just want to say Alyssa is one of our biggest supporters of the arts. And I want to say Dr. Iverson, who is over here, who is also a great supporter of the arts, along with Dr. Macaluso. So we hope everyone will enjoy this. And there's more than just the art teachers that put this together. There's a lot of people that help. So we're very
And all of our
grateful.
principals. Our principals have been fabulous.
How's everybody doing tonight? I asked, how's everybody doing tonight? Okay. We are here to support the young people of Greenburgh Central School District who have done an incredible job here at the art fair. I'm really happy to be here. I'm Jamal Thomas. I'm one of the board trustees. I'm going to share a few words. This is my first time attending, an art fair. And when I walked in and I walked through the first part, I'm looking side to side and I'm asking myself, like, did our kids do this stuff? And they told me, yeah, it was y'all. So I'm thoroughly impressed. Many of these things could have found themselves inside of anybody's museum or something to that effect. The kids did a fantastic job. So in a lot of places, art right now is not getting like the respect that it deserves. There's schools that are spending less money on art. When the time that we are in now, we need way more of it. It is a way for kids to better understand how to operate in the world, how to understand the world, understanding art. So I'm happy that Greenburgh is showing kids that art actually is life. I saw a quick quote that said, the artist's job is to explore, to announce new visions, and to open new doors. And that was Faith Ringo. And I thought that was really true and pressing. I wasn't a very good student when I was here in Greenburgh school system, but my friend, Dr. Chris Emden, who in everything education transformation, he's like the GOAT as far as I'm concerned. He told me on a Twitter space, he was like, no, he's not gonna let me say that I wasn't a good student anymore. He's gonna say that the particular learning institutions, Woodlands at the time, for me, it did not pull out the genius that was inside of me at the time. And I remember a teacher telling me at some point that I was so analytical. And that told me that, oh, I'm analytical, I can't necessarily be an artist. I thought those two things were like mutually exclusive. And now I've learned that that's not the case. So I use food as an art, you know, and all of a sudden this thing that I didn't think I can do, I do really, really, really well. And many of the students, if they can continue to get the support that they're getting and more, they're going to be able to become like brilliant artists all around the country. The last thing I want to say is there's scary things going on, you know, in the art world as well. There's tools, artificial intelligence tools like Midjourney and ChatGPT. These things have a lot of artists scared. I would say don't be scared of them. If you learn the details and the nomenclature of the things in art, you're going to be able to use these tools better to touch, move, and inspire more of the world. I was going to potentially show you guys some of it. If you haven't seen it, go around and play with these tools. These are things that are going to create the future of the world that we live in. And we do ourselves a disservice if we don't show our young people how to use these tools as well to explore more of the talents and gifts that they have. So with that said, I'm going to hand the mic over to Dr. Iverson. Thank everybody for coming out. Thank you, young people, for everything you guys have done here to have this art show. Thank you again.
So thank you, Trustee Thomas, for that. You know, he kind of took a lot of what I was going to say. I mean, we've done a lot of thinking about the arts in Greenburgh. What he did echo and what I will say we are definitely committed to is maintaining and sustaining the arts program in our district. Definitely. And for more reasons, you know, art does all that he said. But also, if you look at all the research around it, it really does connect to student achievement. Because through the arts, students learn a lot of skills that they need that transfer into how they approach their studies. Discipline, self-discipline, creativity, collaboration, all those abstract things that you need to do well in your job, in your career. So there is a strong connection. So we are so committed to the arts. And I'm going to call Dr. Macaluso up, and I want to thank him for coordinating this wonderful event. We know, he and I, 2 years here, this was something you celebrated every year. Both of us in our former districts had a similar sort of event, and we were so excited to see that was here. We knew we had to get this back going. We had to reignite this, and here it is, the very first one. Forever, evermore. We plan to keep this event because what it does is it not only is an event to showcase the talent that we have here in Greenburgh. We have just the brilliant kids here. They're talented, they're smart, they can play athletics, they can sing, all the above, they can act. But we know that when we do things like this, it connects you, the community, our parents, our students, to the school. And this is the work we do together. We cannot do it without you. And we're so proud to be able to showcase the agency students have in expressing themselves through song, through dance, through acting. And this is just one of those pieces that we do. So I want to say and echo those very same comments and tell you that I'm so proud to be superintendent here. I'm so proud to work with the teachers here, the administration. We have the phenomenal art department. They are just amazing. I don't know how they pull this kind of art out of students. They are just amazing. And what it says is that every child has art. Every child has creativity. Every child can express themselves. It's not always just in writing. This is an expression. This is the agency we want to give our students, the voice, to showcase what they are, who they are, how they feel, and their connection to this wonderful world that we're in. So thank you for allowing me to have a few minutes. I do want to have Dr. Macaluso, who is the Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction. He and I heard the charge from the board. We want this art show back in place. And we knew we were going to get there, but thank you for pushing that needle and getting this up sooner than expected, because we were going to work on this next year. Well, it's happening now. It's in the strategic plan, and it's forever, evermore. So thank you, Trustee Warner, because he is the one who really kind of pushed that. I cannot express to you my sentiments and my thankfulness for the budget passing. Thank you. Again, that partnership, it would not have passed, we know, without you. And you know, your vote shows a confidence in the school system. It shows that you believe in us. And we are charged to make you proud, to keep that commitment, to keep showing you that we are the very best school district, and you have the very best people working here. And we are committed to you and your children to make them the very best. And that too is in our strategic plan as we talk about the graduate who leave us and what that graduate would look like in the portrait. And we're talking about those 4 C's that I just mentioned: creativity, collaboration, communication. All of those are skills they need when they leave us, and they're getting it all through the arts as well as the academics. So I want to thank you for that, so much for your support. We really do appreciate it, and we're excited about next year and looking forward to doing more of this, and stay tuned. This is just one of those district-wide events we're going to put on. There will be others. Before I turn it over to Dr. Macaluso, Trustee Mears is here, our board president. Trustee Mears, you have a few minutes. Want to come a few minutes? No? I just want to make sure I honor that. All right.
Come on, Doc.
So Dr. Macaluso, my assistant superintendent for curriculum and instruction, who pulled this together and got it to this level. I want to thank you for all the effort you put into this, and you have a few minutes.
Thank you, Dr. Iverson, and thank you to all of you for coming out and showing your support and your love for GCSD. You know, it was something that we had as a dream and a vision, and we knew that we could make it work, but how to make it work was kind of just where we had to fill in the pieces. And as your assistant superintendent of curriculum and instruction, the best thing that I can do in front of you is to thank the wonderful art teachers who made this happen. Because they are the teachers and learners. So bottom line, that the movie and Claire Cohen, they are the amazing people that bring out the talent in your students. Thank you. So I always like to say the thing that I love about leading in Greenburgh is that you just find the right people to do the work and get out of their way. And that's exactly what I did. You know, sending an email, what do you need? What can we do to make this happen? And so we are really, really, really proud of this event. And more importantly, that your children had all of their work showcased. For those of you whose work wasn't showcased, I'm sure we'll get you around to that. But thank you so much for coming out and for recognizing the talent that we have in this district from the students and the talent that we have in our faculty and how they were able to bring out those skills in our students. So thank you so much, all of you, for all you do.
I just want to say, and I'm sorry, I really don't like to talk, but one of the things is that it's really a community, and we really have to thank Sarah Bracy White.
I'm grabbing the mic. And the reason is, I want to say thank you to the kids who created this work, never knowing where it was going to be. You were expressing yourselves. We live in a world where people think kids are all caught up in computers and not talking to each other. When people walk through this building, you know what they keep saying? That was done by a 3rd grader? I can't possibly do that. I show work all around Greenburgh. I can tell you that the show that comes from you children is better than anything I put up. So it is a joy to work with people like the teachers who came in here. And I want to tell you, when they showed up on Monday with all that work, I looked at it and said, I've got the upstairs covered already. I don't have space for all your work. But guess what? You see your work all around. It will be up until, I'm hoping, the middle of June.
Absolutely. We agree to that.
So that we can send people to come here and see what you're doing. People pay taxes in Greenburgh. They support the schools. They need to know that there's more than just sending their kids to school and being before the board and listening to all that. You're the heart of what goes on in the schools. Your teachers are the conduit. They tell you you can be great artists, and I encourage every parent to take their child's picture by their work of art so that when that child becomes famous, they can say, I started in Greenburgh.